Hello everyone, welcome to the Jarrett Markel Creativity Bootcamp. Today we make spirit animals into a totem pole with artist Amy Lewis Sweetman. Today's class is for ages 5 to 8. Check our website www.ocartscouncil.org to learn about the other classes offered all month long. These classes will be offered Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 11 a.m. A Spanish translation of the recorded class will be available on YouTube on the Orange County Arts Council's YouTube page after the class. We look forward to having you join us for the Jarrett Markel Creativity Bootcamp. Have fun, and I'll turn it over to Amy Lewis Sweetman.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to Spirit Animals right here on my back porch. Thank you so much, Sarah. It's great to see everyone today. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Spirit Animals, where we are going to explore our very favorite animals, draw them, and create our very own totem poles. Now, a spirit animal does not have to be an animal you've ever met in your life. It can be your favorite animal that you've never met. For instance, I love polar bears. This is my bear Fa. I've had him forever. I've never met a polar bear in real life, but Fa is great. So we are going to gather all of our materials together. Paper, doesn't matter what color, what size. Colored pencils, any color you like. Crayons or markers. Normal pencils or pens. Scissors. And we will begin.
What is a spirit animal? Some people believe that a spirit animal helps guide and protect us. Other people look at spirit animals as their favorite animals, or an animal that we really love and we feel close to. In indigenous cultures, spirit animals were revered as sacred and guides that help and protect the nations. These spirit animals were carved into totem poles, as you can see here.
I'll give you a sneak peek at the end. What is so much fun that you can do with your spirit animals is you can stack them on top of each other. Now, sometimes I draw some on the back just to get an idea of how I'm going to do it on the front. And you can use either tape or glue, and you can put them together. So at the end, and again, yours isn't going to look exactly like mine, and mine will not look exactly like yours, and that's great. We all make different things. So at the end, we're going to have a fabulous totem pole of our favorite spirit animals. I'm just going to put this to the side and keep drawing with you. Let's see. Yeah. Let's do an eagle. Now, I have a story about a bald eagle for you. Actually, many bald eagles. I live in Warwick, and that's a part of Orange County, so I'm your neighbor. And if you've been to the Hudson River or the Delaware River, or even out in this area of Orange County, maybe you've seen the bald eagles that I've seen. I see them along the water. I see them by Scunnamunk Mountain. I see them in a lot of different places. And I love the bald eagle because unlike any other large bird, they have that beautiful white head and the beautiful white tail. And I just feel very excited whenever I see them. How many of you, raise your hand, has ever seen a bald eagle around here? Got a couple hands. That's good. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I always keep my eyes out because you never know who you're going to see. Because I'm working with white paper, I think it's fun to use different colors. As I said, the bald eagle does have a white head, but because I'm working on white paper right now, I can use silver and it has the same idea. So I'm going to draw along with you. Sometimes I like to just make the outline of something and give myself a chance to fill it out with other colors. So The bald eagle has a very particular beak. Let's see up here. It's the beginning of our bald eagle. And you don't have to use the color that, again, if a bald eagle has a white head, you could use silver. If you want to make the beak green, you can if you like, because it's the idea in your mind of what the animal is. And that's the important thing. And remember, no one's animal is going to look like anyone else's. And that's awesome. I'm going to give our bald eagle some purple eyes because I can. Yeah. Maybe do a little accent here on his beak. Such a majestic bird here. And we know that he has a brown body, brownish to black feathers. And the bald eagles live high up in the trees. They always make their nests at the very top of the trees because they are very large birds and they want to have a lot of room. So if you've ever seen a bald eagle nest, you'll know that they are large. The female eagle is actually the one that designs it, and the male eagle will come and bring materials and they'll make their nest together. So here's the beginning, just the idea of a bald eagle here. Now, how many people have been doing, how many people are on spirit animal number 2 or 3 so far? Maybe give a raise of a hand. How are we all doing? Now, it's okay if you go at different rates. If you want to spend all day on one animal, that is great. You can definitely do that. Because the beauty of this art class is that I'm giving you an idea. Think about animals and how much you love them and start to draw them, and making a totem pole, of course, at the end. But this is an activity that you can actually do all day today. You could do it for the rest of the summer. You can spend every day drawing animals and putting them in different orders. And for my totem pole, sometimes, as you can see, I just draw the head, sometimes a little bit more of the body, but sometimes, for instance, with our turtle, the turtle has a really cool shell, so I really couldn't help myself. I drew the whole thing. You can draw any part that you want. For instance, I have another black vulture that I'm going to add on. I love to draw all of the vultures. They're one of my favorite spirit animals because they're an animal that's everywhere. You don't really notice them so much, but they play an amazing role, as in the fact that the vulture is a scavenger, and it will clean up other animals that are on the side of the road or animals that have expired, and the vultures will come and clean them up, and that's their food source. It's pretty interesting because not a lot of animals eat like that. But one of my other favorite animals is the raccoon. Now I'll tell you a story about the raccoon as you're drawing your animals over there. The raccoons are my friends, and I almost never see the raccoon. And why is that? Does anyone know? Anyone see raccoons normally? They're nocturnal. Now, nocturnal means they come out at night, and that's normally why I don't see them. They love their secrecy, and they love to be by themselves in the dark. But the funny thing about Mr. Raccoon is that he comes to visit my house almost every day. I'll be sitting here on my porch right where you are with me, and all of a sudden, I hear little footsteps, and it's a raccoon. And we have a lot of trees around our house and around the porch, so every night, just about, a raccoon will come from the trees, drop onto the porch. I hear his little footsteps and his little claws, walks right over my head, and then he keeps going on his way. He's probably either out for food, or maybe he's going to the stream that's by my house, because raccoons love to wash their hands. Isn't that funny? Have you ever heard of an animal that loves to wash their hands? The raccoon's hands are so delicate, and they have extreme ability to use their hands in different ways. They can pick things up, they can actually open doors and windows, and they can actually come into houses sometimes if they smell good food. One time a raccoon came into my mom and dad's house because there were powdered donuts on the kitchen counter, and the raccoon came on in and started eating the donuts, and we were very surprised that the raccoon could open the screen door. So raccoons have amazing hands, and they can do amazing things, and they love to wash their hands in the stream. So that's a fun story about our raccoon. And I will get to the great horned owl next, but I'm going to check in here with you guys. Let's see, is there any way that my friend Sarah can show me any of the pictures that you are making? Oh, I love it. Now, what is the name of your spirit animal? Tell us.
It's over here. It's my lamb. Hello.
It's your lamb.
And then it's a turtle.
Oh, your turtle. Fantastic. So intricate. I love the way that you did the shell. These are awesome. Let's keep going. I'm going to draw the next one. Let's see. Draw next. Maybe I'll draw the great horned owl with you. That is one of my most favorite spirit animals as well. Now, I have a fun story about the great horned owl. Normally, I don't see any great horned owls. Normally, they are also nocturnal animals, and you don't see them during the day. But I hear them. Does anyone know what a great horned owl sounds like? Because all different owls have different sounds. I'll do the great horned owl sound for you. It's always like that. It's always a kind of a pattern, and there's different voices, but that's how they talk to each other. So when I'm here in my yard and on my porch, a lot of times at night, I will hear, just like last night, and then I'll talk back to them. I'm not exactly sure what they're saying, but we have a really nice time communicating. And I actually have seen the great horned owl. If you go walking in the woods in the wintertime, when the sun goes down early, you know, now the days are long because it's summertime and you have a lot of daylight, but in the winter, when the days and the daylight is shorter, if you go walking in the woods around twilight, you have a good chance of seeing a great horned owl in person, which is really cool. So great horned owls are known for their yellow eyes. So I'm going to start with the yellow eyes. And again, you can make them purple if you want to, but I'm just going to start today with yellow eyes. Here we go. And there's black in the center of their eyes. So I know you all are drawing different animals out there right now, which is great. You just keep on drawing the animals that you want to draw, and I'll be making the great horned owl here with you. Now, this is where I'm going to deviate. Most of the time, owls don't have any purple, but I love purple, so I'm going to make mine a little bit purple. So owls have a very neat beak in the center of their face. And the great horned owl is no exception, but they have this kind of triangle shape on their head. And the reason that they're called great horned owls, does anyone know? It's not that they have exactly horns like a deer or a moose or an antelope. but they have feather horns. And no one really knows exactly what the feather horns are all about. They're not the ears. The ears are on the heads of the great horned owls, but the horns kind of stick up. And scientists, and myself as well, even though I don't really know, but I think I know, I believe that the horns act like antennas. So they can pick up different signals, and they have a very good sense of where they can fly. They're not going to hit any trees. They go around at night very fast. So great horned owls are very cool. And again, they don't have red horns, but I love red and I love purple, so I'm going to make them have a bit of a red horn. And work on their beak here. How's everyone doing? All right. Here's our shape of the owl face. Putting in some feathers. All right. We're going to check back in with you in just a minute, and we're going to see what else you have been drawing. I'm going to put in some gold. Again, not really any gold in a great horned owl, but why not? We're just going to have some fun. Start to draw his body and his feathers. There. Now, a great horned owl has very soft feathers. There we go. All right, so as I'm working on this, I would love to check back in with you. And let's see if our friend Sarah can turn the screen onto some of our friends out there and show me your next animals that you're working on. This is great. We move on to our next animal. And why not? Okay. I'm going to draw a turtle now. Also one of my favorites. I have a lot of turtles here on the farm where I live, and I've noticed that turtles only appear by the water. Have you guys noticed that too? Now, if you guys are finished, guys and girls, finished with doing certain animals, and if you don't want to necessarily go on to the next animal, you can always draw their habitat. So for instance, our friend the turtle. Let's see, what color am I going to make a turtle? Maybe green. That would be fun. So I'm going to draw the turtle, but I'm also going to draw its habitat, which means, where does the turtle live? The turtle loves to live in the water, in the pond, in the marshes. So I'm going to make a turtle and also where it lives. So you can start to do that too. If you want to keep drawing just your animals, you can. If you want to start to draw the habitats or the homes of your animals, that's awesome too. Start with our turtle. Cute little turtle head, little turtle tail, and he has his feet. And I know turtles don't have any pink in them, but I love pink, and so we're going to make a little bit of pink in the turtle, just to make it more fun. Maybe I'll make him have a pink smile and part of a pink head. Maybe a little bit of pink design on his shell. You never know. Why not? Why not? So we have our really cool turtle. And I would love to draw part of its habitat.
It's
What's that? I hear you in there. You drawing a turtle too?
No.
We'll see some of your habitats in just a second here. Yeah. I love how we share the screen. You look at mine and then I look at yours. This is just perfect. All right. So for now, I'm going to draw our friend the turtle. in the water. And I also love certain parts about marshes and ponds where turtles love to go. I love the fact that there are cattails and different kinds of plants that you don't find anywhere else. You don't find cattails in the forest or in the desert or in the city. You find cattails always around the water. So I'm going to use a different color green and start to draw some cattails here. And cattails are green up until the summertime when they start to get, technically it's a cattail flower, when they start to flower and they get those brown fuzzy things on the top of the cattails. Just like that. Now our turtle is a really cool animal because the turtles don't always have to come up to the surface to breathe. They can actually breathe air through other parts of their body as the water goes through. They take the oxygen out of the water while they're underwater and they use that to breathe. So that's why a turtle is super cool, because it can lift its head above the water, it can breathe, but it also can breathe underwater. Different than a fish, but it has its own really cool way of interacting with its habitat. So you've seen my turtle in its habitat with the cattails. I would love to see if anyone out there has drawn a habitat. Why don't you show us? Maybe our friend Sarah can show on the screen if anyone out there has been drawing the habitat for your animal. Let's see. Maybe not yet. Maybe.
Then to keep them safe.
Oh, that's amazing! That's exactly what the turtle mama does.
Trying to eat bananas.
Oh, ho, ho. I think he's gonna get the banana. He's really close. That's an awesome drawing. I love it. Yes. I've never seen a monkey in person, so that is just fantastic. Isn't that fun how you can use your imagination and pictures and perhaps National Geographic videos or the internet, and you can discover all these different animals that you might not have seen, but you can see a picture of. That is so cool. You've done a great job. Let's do the red-tail hawk. Now, has anyone seen the red-tail hawk around your neighborhood flying up high in the sky? They're kind of similar to vultures. If you just give them a quick look, they kind of look the same. They're about the same size, but once they get closer to you, you see that they have different colors. The vultures are often very black. The turkey vulture will have a little bit of like a whitish gray on the whole span of their wings. And the black vulture will just have kind of like this. The black vulture will just have white at the two ends of their wings. So you can tell them apart that way. So the vultures and the hawks are similar. The vultures are normally very, very black with a bit of white. But the red-tail hawk is a really cool animal because it has incredible vision. Now the hawk flies around. And because it's a red-tail hawk, I'm definitely going to use red. I might even start with red. Might even do the whole sketch in red and then fill it in. We'll see what happens. Start with the little head area. Just kind of sketch it out here. The wings. The feathers. Now, I've put a lot of red into our red-tail hawk, even though, again, the tail is the most important red part. I'm going to make very deep lines here for that. Just for fun.
I finished my animal.
We'll add some gold in. because this view is the view of the hawk flying, and you're looking up at the hawk.
My animal.
You're changing your animals? That's great. You keep on going. There's so many you can do. And if you saw an animal that one of our friends in the class drew, maybe a peacock, and you want to draw that, you go and draw that. You could try it out. I think I might draw the peacock next. So we have our red-tailed hawk with its wings outstretched. We're going to add in the beak. Put some yellow into its tail. Now, I see red-tailed hawks almost every day here, flying very high above the farm. Sometimes they'll come down into the fields and catch something, but most of the time I see them flying very high. And I love to, again, use just different colors. Maybe there's no orange in a red-tailed hawk, but that's okay. We can put some orange in. It's going to be great.
Teacher, want to look at my drawing? Teacher, do you want to look at my drawing?
Oh, yes, I would love to look at your drawing. Yeah, let's turn the camera back to you guys. My goodness, the kimono dragon. That is intense.
This is its habitat in a cave.
All right, now you've inspired me. I'm going to start to tape some of my spirit animals together. Not the big ones, but I'm going to tape some of my little small ones together. So if you've drawn all of your animals so far and you want to put them together, you can do that. Or you can keep working on your animals or keep working on the habitats. I'm going to tape some of mine together so we can see all of them in a row. And you can use a glue stick if you don't have tape, that's fine. Anything that you have is perfect. Just going to tape mine together, so now we have 5. And the totem pole is growing. Here we go. Gonna put our black vulture on there, right under the polar bear. And then comes our red-tailed hawk. I have a little one of those. Here we go. So far on my spirit animal totem pole, there are 7 animals so far, which is really cool. And everyone has been doing a truly amazing job. I love seeing what everyone's making over there in your homes. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make another one here. Let's see. Who knows about the great blue heron? Raise your hand. Now, great blue herons are probably going to be found in the same area that you find the turtle. So I'm going to do a big one first with you. So it's okay if you're making more animals, or if you're drawing habitats, or if you're working on your totem pole. There's all different things you can be doing, but I'm going to start a new animal, the great blue heron. Something really cool about the great blue heron is that it has very long legs and a very long beak. So the great blue heron start with the legs, super long legs. And I love these metallic colors. Birds really don't have exactly metallic colors on them, but when the light hits them, have you ever noticed that some birds change colors when the light hits? That's a really neat function of some of their feathers. Get the bird body here. And and part of the bird head. And now something really cool about the great blue heron is its beak. And it loves to hunt with its big long beak. A very long beak. And it'll use its beak to go fishing. It'll sort of spear the fish or the animal in the water, and it walks through the marshes with its big long legs. So it sort of goes very slowly, and step by step, it'll go through the marsh with its big wings. It can fly, of course, too. It goes through the big marsh looking for fish. And I'm going to draw, just for fun, part of the habitat here. So you know that there's going to be grass and our friends the cattails, those nice plants in the marsh with the brown flowers, and of course our water. I love using different color blues for water. You can make it look like it has a lot of little facets in it, just like the light hitting the real water. Just put in a couple different colors and you'll see your water will absolutely pop. All right. Sometimes they even put purple into water, or green, or brown. Why not? So you can see how that changes it. With every color you add to your drawing and your spirit animal, you get a different kind of feeling. Put in some metallics just for fun. Just for fun. I'll add our cattails. All right. So the great blue heron I see all the time in the stream and the marsh here on the farm. And normally I have to look very closely and very carefully to find the great blue heron because he just blends right in. He'll be standing there, and because of the colors, I mean, he's not exactly these colors that I'm drawing, but in nature his colors blend right into the background. And so sometimes I'll be looking in the marsh and I'll be looking for the great blue heron and I won't see him. But then all of a sudden he'll turn his head and I'll see the movement, or I'll see his beak, and then I find him. They're very good at being camouflaged, which is funny because they are so gigantic as birds. Another funny thing about the great blue heron is that while he is so camouflaged and normally flies very silently, this very morning, I heard him flying over my house, and it wasn't because I could hear his wings. I heard his honk. Now, it took me a long time to realize that a great blue heron has a honking sound, kind of like a goose, kind of like a Canadian goose, but it's kind of a sound that goes, ha, ya, ya. So the sound of animals is actually a really cool part of your spirit animal. Another name for a groundhog is a whistle pig. Did anyone know that? Yeah. A groundhog is also known as a whistle pig, and it will make almost like a whistle. It's kind of warning you to get away from it, but it does make a whistling sound. So a groundhog is also known as a whistle pig.
I did not know that.
Isn't that funny? Animals are amazing. If you look it up on the internet, maybe YouTube, something like that, you can have your parent help you look up the sound that a groundhog makes. You'll be very surprised. At this time, we're going to wrap up the class, and we want to see all of your spirit animals taped together. So this is mine. We have, again, everyone's is going to look different, and that's the best thing ever. That's what art is really all about. you express what's in your heart, and you think about, oh wow, at this exact moment, as you know, here I am out in my yard. I have never seen ever in my life a turkey come down right here into my yard, and my dog just chased him away. So excuse me for looking out of class for a second, because there was just a giant turkey here. Maybe I should make a turkey as part of my spirit animal totem pole. That'll probably be the last one. Wow. So we have the bald eagle, the raccoon, the great horned owl. We also have the turtle, the polar bear, the black vulture, and the red-tailed hawk. Now, if there's anyone else who wants to show us your whole complete totem pole, we'd love to see that. Anyone else want to raise their hand and show us their completed totem pole?
Okay.
All right, let's see.
A cat,
Cat,
a fox,
fox.
a peacock,
Oh, your peacock, beautiful.
an owl, a butterfly, and a black bear.
That is a fantastic totem pole. I love it. Thank you so much. Let's see yours.
This is our mom's that she didn't want to show you. It's the
Oh,
anteater.
so glad you showed us. That's awesome. I'm so glad your mom is drawing too.
The anteater.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is an intense drawing, and there's ants down there. Oh, I love that. That is so much detail. The anteater. Wow. That's awesome. That is an animal we don't see every day. Thank you for showing us. Anyone else have a totem pole to show before we end our class? Let's see what you got. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see it all together.
This is my bunny Easter.
Hi, Easter. Oh, I think Fa wants to say hi to Easter. Hello. That's
Hi.
awesome. Hello. That's great. Oh, who else do we have here? Oh, Kitty. Hi, Kitty. That's a great drawing. Anyone else? Let's see, we want to make sure we get everyone here. Everyone who wants to show.
I got a Mickey Mouse.
Oh, there's your mouse. I love it.
So,
I love it. I love it.
two puppy.
Oh, yes. Hello. Oh, that's awesome. I loved your drawings. Hey there, my friend. You want to show us what you've drawn? We'd love to see what you're making. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. That has been an incredible display of very incredible artwork. Now, just if anyone hasn't shown and they want to show, just raise their hand real quick and we'll get you right in. But if we've seen everything that everyone wants to show, then I just want to say thank you so much. What an amazing class that we've had together today.
What do you say?
I want to show something.
Oh yeah, there's one more. Let's see it. Let's see it.
This is a lamb in his final home or habitat, the grass, hay, and he's eating grass.
It's me.
Oh, I love it. Oh, your lamb. What a happy lamb in the grass with the hay. That's so awesome. Oh, thank you all, my friends. You have done a beautiful and amazing job. And whenever you see your spirit animal totem pole, you can think about all the fun that we had together today. And you can remember that even if you're not connected to a computer, and even if you don't see me or Sarah or any of our classmates, you can still make spirit animals. You can still make habitats. You can keep drawing to your heart's content. You can just keep on going. You can learn about new animals. Maybe you saw the kimono dragon or the peacock or the butterfly, and maybe you want to learn more about them. You can have your friend or your parent help you and look them up on the internet. You can get more pictures. So keep drawing, keep creating. You can make as many totem poles as you want. Maybe your room is going to become an awesome collection of totem poles this summer. I hope so. So at any time, if you want to show us what you've done outside of class, I love what everyone showed us here in class. If you ever want to take a picture, you can send a picture of your work and put it on social media and tag the Arts Council, and we will share it. Everyone should see the beautiful things that you've made in class today. Thank you all so much, my friends. This is Agrisculpture Amy, and we will see you again soon. There'll be another class this Wednesday at 11 o'clock, and also another class on Friday at 11 o'clock. They are for different ages, but you check it out. We'd love to see you again. Over and out, my friends. This is Agrisculpture Amy with Spirit Animals through the Jarrett Markel Creativity Bootcamp and the Orange County Arts Council. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Also, is the Friday one about like saving the earth?
The Friday one is partially definitely about saving the earth. We're going to be making nature journals. So anything that you have around your house, scrap paper, old boxes, pieces of fabric, we're going to take all those materials and we're going to collage them together to make a nature journal. So part of it is saving the earth because we're recycling materials and we're going to learn a new way to make a journal. And it's also about observing nature. So
Me and my sister might be there.
I would love to see you. I would love that. That would be great. That would be great. Same time, same place. And if you have any questions, just send a little note to the Arts Council and we're here for you.
Thank you, Amy. Round
Thank
of
you,
applause.
Sarah.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you all. You did such a great job. Thank you for sharing. I love all of your artworks. You're all the best. Thank you for being here.